Bob Ross say? It's like, there are no mistakes, there's only like happy trees. Wait. Ooh. How does it go? Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, the Meadowlark Diaries. My name is Kayla. I am a wife and mother living in the Sunflower State, and I love DIY projects. I'm kind of a cheapskate, and I don't like to spend a lot of money on things, so I kind of put them off. I bought the table and chairs for $75 when I moved into my first college apartment. It was the perfect size for me and the perfect price. But I really didn't like the color. It was golden oak, but it works fine for me and my family. It's held up great throughout the years and our many moves. So I started looking on Amazon, scrolling through to find something that I would like and better fit my taste, except the things I found out there were like $400, $600, and I like to save money, so I decided why not just redo the table and chairs I already have. So if you're interested in seeing how I made over this dining set, just follow along and stay tuned. So here is one of the chairs. Like I said, they are a yellow orangish color, and they have some paint splatter on them. They were like this when I got them, so I definitely like to sand those out. The table is a good size, and it's always worked for us and fits well in our home. And surprisingly, it actually has a leaf in it, so it can go smaller. There's a few nicks on the tabletop that will be sanded out. So the plan is to have the tabletop in a dark stained color, and then I plan to paint the apron white and the backs of the chairs and legs white as well. So we'll see how this goes. I'm using an electric sander to make this process go faster, and I am just starting to sand down the seats of the chair. But as you can see, even with sanding, I still had some stain peeking through. It was soaked into the wood, so I needed to sand it down some more. And these backs of the chairs are glued in. I didn't want to remove them and cause more work, so I decided to get a sanding block since the sander could not fit in between the backs of the chairs. So I just got a sanding block and a piece of sandpaper and just went in between each ring to get that stain off. Applying the stain, we want to make sure we are going with the grain just like when we were sanding. So you don't want to go all back and forth and all over, because it'll look really streaky and not so pretty. You want to do this in sections. You don't want to do the whole thing. It's going to look really funny. What you want is a clean shop towel, and then you're just going to wipe off the excess. So you don't want to go too thick on this with the grain. And if it's not the color that you want it to be darker, which is what I want, instead of putting tons and tons of stain on, you want to put it in multiple thin coats so you can get the result that you want. So it is a process. Patience is key. And as you apply more and more, it'll get darker and darker and get that desired color that you want. So here is the first coat of stain. Of course, like I said, it's not as dark as I want it, but we gotta let that dry for about 2 to 4 hours. It's really rainy here today, so it may take longer. I'm gonna start working on this other chair over here, and while that dries, and then we can do our second coat. So here I applied a paint stripper. I used the brand Watco. It's just what I had on hand. And once I let that sit for about 15 minutes, I started scraping it. It was kind of gross but satisfying at the same time. It's just going to make the sanding process much easier for me. And once I got that stripper off, I just started sanding it down, got it sanded, and began to stain the top. And this one, of course, took me longer than the chairs, but it was a lot easier because it's a nice flat surface. I forgot to mention that the stain color I am using is Minwax Espresso. It's a really pretty dark brown. Once I finished up staining, I moved on to painting the backs of the chairs and the legs, the side of the table and the apron. I didn't get clips of that, but you can picture it in your head what I was doing. And once that all dried and cured, I went ahead and put on a water-based polyacrylic from Minwax. This product is really nice and easy to clean up, but you have to go very slow so you don't get bubbles in your project. And here is the finished product. Ta-da! I love it so much. It turned out way better than I ever imagined. I love the espresso stain that I used, and the polyacrylic just makes it look so shiny and pretty. I almost don't even want to eat dinner at the table because I don't want it to get messed up. I love it that much. I will make sure to link all the products I used in the description box below. I hope you learned something and you can give this a try on your own. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.